Okay, I know that you're a very arrogant son of a bitch, Rob, but the looks of it, you've unblocked me, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go over your profile and just see how you treat atheists, since you've had several people tell you you're out of place, but instead of listening to wisdom, you decided to double down on being a heartless jackass by asking questions, which I guess I'm also not allowed to do. So you're so vocal about, you know, this guy Brian had a daughter who broke her leg, which is somehow a tragedy. It's the most common fucking thing in the world, but you guys are whining about it and crying to God, prayer this, prayer that. But anyway, so let's see here.
Whatever that is. Okay, okay, folks, it's all about a fucking debate or something.
Brilliant explanation of atheist behavior. Also, Furious George had me. Okay, what the fuck is this?
Alright, so let's not only answer all their questions at once, let's deep dive into the mentality of why they felt it necessary to respond to this conversation in the first place. This is your typical atheist. Let's go ahead and call him Furious George. What would the motivation be for Furious George to respond to my
This is a straw man.
In George's mind, Christians are hateful bigots that are forcing our ideas on his community. And so George feels justified responding back. But what actually is happening
Well,
is...
enough fucking said there. 2 strawmans in one video so far, and it's 10 minutes long, so...
Anyway, just addressing a few and discussing a few things. Okay, this is still about a debate that's going to go on. I did read about this. If you are having a hard time with trusting God, I kind of suggested, well, okay, it's not really.
Okay, atheists in real life. I don't believe in God because of personal tragedy, death, yeah. Atheists on the internet, there is no evidence for God. I call bullshit. So he's picking on atheists. I mean, you're supposed to be saved by an omnipotent Lord. Well, Jesus Christ is God or demigod or something. I don't know. I've never understood how that works. I don't think any atheist does. I don't think you people even understand how that works. Or you don't even care. But, well, as for evidence that I am outside of the rest of the atheists, I don't care about evidence. Even if Christianity is true, I'll still reject God. I deal with psychology, not epistemology or anything else. I know you guys don't listen to facts. I don't believe in God because of personal tragedy. Okay, so why do you believe in God despite personal tragedy, death, and all that shit? Who made death a reality? I mean, why does personal tragedy happen? Why is that acceptable? And presence of evil in the world. Where did the evil come from? If God is only capable of good, and how is evil possible if God is only capable of good and is all benevolent and shit? Sexual standards. Why are there any sexual standards? What does sex have to do with anything? And I agree that a lot of atheists. I even mentioned this in my book that atheists are wrong to ask for evidence. That's them saying they're willing to accept Jesus Christ and surrender to God, as you guys like to put it, while only the villain would ever expect anyone to surrender to him. This guy's looking for a debate with an atheist, or I guess that's what's going on. I don't know. Once saved, always saved? Who cares? Why you... Saved from what? I mean, if God created all existence, then he's the one who created the danger which he wants you to get saved from by him. Think about that. But anyway, now you're going on about homosexuality, tackling homosexuality with brain-dead faith. Why are you doing anything? How is homosexuality your concern? I understand the Bible condemns it, but you're the one who agrees with this stupid book. So you've picked on both atheists and homosexuals.
Fucking notice.
Yeah. Atheism is not the pursuit of reason, logic, or intellectualism. It is the pursuit of being your own God. A straw man, but yeah, he's picking on atheists here. He's preaching your life won't make sense until you come face to face with your own moral bankruptcy. Obviously, you're referring to atheists. Admit you're a failure to yourself. Realize you're a sinner. What the fuck is all this shit, Rob? And here you are. You've had several people tell you you're out of place. How are you in place? You're constantly picking on atheists all the time, but nobody's allowed to question God, which is all I did. But instead of listening to wisdom, what wisdom? You? What wisdom do you have? You decided to double down. How am I doubling down on anything? And I'll go over all that shit in a minute. Continuing on here. My preaching style is the same. No score one of consistency. Or so score one for why are you preaching at all? Why do you want to preach? Why do you want to be a problem to everyone? I challenge any atheist to a debate on any of the following. Why are you bothering with atheists? Why do atheists bother you so much? Why are you challenging anyone? Somebody mentioned humbleness to God yesterday in the video that I covered. How is this humble? You're challenging everyone? And who are you to challenge anyone? Now you're going on about abortion and homosexuality. What the fuck? Here's another one against atheists. The two biggest reasons atheism doesn't work. The moral argument. Suppose it doesn't. How is that any concern to you? We could say the same about you. What would you say? We could say the reasons why Christianity doesn't work. But how would you respond? So, I'm not allowed to question some guy about his daughter. I didn't even say anything about his daughter or her pain that she's going through from the common broken leg. But you're allowed to fuck with other people? You're allowed to preach? Really? What the fuck is this? This is from somebody else. Jesus, I want to kill who you think you are. Me? Will it hurt? More than you think. I'm scared. How do we do this? Trust me, it'll end up being the ride of your life. Will be in you. What? That has got to be the most morbid shit I've ever read in my life. What the fuck? I want to kill who you think you are. Okay. Now you're going on about Joe Biden. Whatever. I'm not a fan of Joe Biden either, but I mean, these guys don't. I know you guys don't really even care about Biden. he wouldn't even be on the radar if he didn't become president and allegedly interfere, as you guys believe he did, with Donald Trump's second term, which is all a lie. The election was not stolen. Nice. Fuck. Dude. Rob, you're all over the place here. I mean, you have no validity or wisdom to say anything. You're just an angry little prick. Extremely arrogant. We often don't know how much of a gesture of love. Fuck it. I don't feel like reading that shit. So he's reposted some shit about atheists. 10 reasons why a former lifelong atheist believes that... Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? And this is only from... What is it today? It's the 12th. So this is only from 3 days ago, and you've blocked my account. How many? About a week ago, I think? Multiple accounts. And I know that you were constantly railing against atheism for some reason. I mean, again, you guys claim to be saved from this God, but yet atheism and everything else bothers you. It's supposed to be a fallen world, asshole. Is there another one? There was a whole pile of well, okay, here's another one. Atheists. There is no evidence for God. Me? You just don't like the sexual standards. Atheists, you're a bigot. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Yeah. This is very accurate. There is no evidence for God. Why do you like his sexual standards? No, atheists wouldn't say that you're a bigot for not liking his sexual... What? Well, first of all, you're the one that's out of line here, because he's saying there is no evidence for God. What does that have to do with sexual standards? What does evidence have to do with sexual standards, jackass? See, you're just strawmanning atheists. Again. That's all you fucking do. Well, okay, anyway, okay, so let's go through all the, try to get through the menu. Yeah, I got Alexander last night picking on me. T. You guys are fucking psychotic losers. Yeah, there was this one too. From autocorrect, goes to Christian accounts. User uses insults. When did I insult or threaten anyone? Why are Christians targeting... What? I didn't say anyone was targeting atheist accounts. Complete straw man right there. Well, there was so many of them last night. There was such a fucking battle going on that there's just too much to cover. You guys are fucking ridiculous. But I know you're just a psycho, Rob, so I don't expect anything else from you. Calling me Furious George. I was wondering where that came from. Why, Furious George, but that video I looked at explained it. All you have typed so far is nonsense, ironic, laugh out loud. No, it's not nonsense. You just can't answer it. Can't answer many of my questions. There's a 14-year-old in incredible pain, and her dad is looking for comfort. What a good time to share how good of a person I am by being just another straw man. How have I been bigoted and ignorant? Asking questions? Really? No, nothing to do with me. This is just you being angry. You guys are just upset because I've questioned God. And then one woman, I can't remember who it was, but kept on saying, "Oh well, yeah, you just hate God and pretend He doesn't exist." 2 more straw mans. I am not smearing atheism at the moment. I am smearing you for being a total blowhard by asking questions. Really? We care about a brother in the Lord, and his daughter broke her leg. Would that have happened if God was, benevolent and good and all powerful? Oh, I'm sorry. I questioned God again. I'm sorry. Or I questioned you, rather. Well, that means I questioned God. Must be. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your insecurity. And I already covered this, I know. And I'm pretty sure you ignored that video. I'll link it again. Have trouble in the memory department? Allow me to help you out then. I'm asking her, so you never mind. Keep your insults to yourself. What? Well, I think this is because I thought it was... Yeah, I mistook. I thought I wasn't looking at names, so that was my error, whatever. But typical of you guys, use shit against me that, because you have nothing. I don't know, Rob. You got problems, buddy. You are confident. No, you're not confident in your beliefs. Look, if all you... Well, how would you have dealt with my questions if you guys were all confident in your beliefs? Probably just ignore me. I don't really like... I wouldn't block or mute anyone. I'd just ignore them. No, actually, I would question them. I'm not going to sit there and, talk shit. Right, this guy has something else. He just asked for people to pray for his daughter. And I have no problem with that. I have absolutely no problem with you guys praying. But if you guys want to express your beliefs in public and use other people to do so, then you're going to get questioned and challenged. If you don't like that, that's your fucking problem. And I can only advise you to get the hell off the internet if that bothers you so much. You're calling me out for nothing, but how are you guys any fucking better? Repeatedly replying to me, not ad nauseum. You went and blocked me temporarily last night. You don't like me? Fuck off. Simple. How difficult is that? Just keep praying. Grow up. Get over yourselves. Look at this. How are you guys any better than your low opinion of me? And how are you making a good case for Christianity? Absolutely defensive here. And you're extremely arrogant. You're an asshole, Rob. The way you guys... almost 10 people, 10 of you were just replying to me. Just because What the fuck? You guys are insane. Yeah, it ends here. Okay. Yeah, this video is... Wow. Yeah, I gotta stop here.